Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well and having good fortune and happiness and joy and everything else. It has been, it has surely been a serious, or not serious, a very busy couple months. And of course, due to COVID, we're having some issues with, you know, hooking up with guests and getting other people on the podcast rather than just listening to me ramble on. And I'm hoping to be able to have a guest on the next week or two. We've just experienced some real heavy workload and that sort of thing. So moving forward, our goal is to try and get more regular, along with being or keeping everybody more up to date. So I appreciate anybody who's listening, and let me tell you what's new and what's going on. So I did have a blood test done, and my blood came back great. The creatine was where it was supposed to be, and my TAC level, Prograf, was where it was supposed to be, and there was no other issues or problems to report. So that's always good news. I talked to them about my weight loss and how I'm working with the weight loss. She was happy for now, and I will have a stress echo done in February. At that appointment, when I'm down there, I'll stop in, I'll see dermatology, and I will stop in and see the dietitian. The dietitian actually may call me, which is fine too, to check on weight. But I'm having a sneaking suspicion I'm going to have to do an actual BMI test on one of those machines, which actually measures water, bone density, and everything else. I believe they have one at the hospital. So moving forward, that's what we're hoping to be able to do in February, to keep on check with my weight loss and make sure that my weight loss is beneficial to the transplant. I'm not looking at losing 75 pounds in 3 months. I'm just working away and allowing the weight to come off, and that's basically the way it's working. So the other night, November 15th, Jeannie and I both got promoted at jiu-jitsu. So we each added a stripe to our belt. So Jeannie's now one stripe, and I've been fortunate enough to gain my second stripe, which is a real accomplishment for me. I'm really, really happy about that. And anybody doing jiu-jitsu or other martial arts, or trying to get a certain goal in, say a certain kilometer, whatever else. Although it may be tough, just remember that we're going one step at a time. We're doing our best to get to our goal, whether it be running a triathlon or just getting out of the hospital, improving our fitness for transplant, getting that book read or whatever it is. I'm mainly concentrate on activity-based goals for the most part. And if anybody's following me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm posting things to do with my Whoop band, my biking, use the Trainer Road app, jiu-jitsu, practicing jiu-jitsu techniques. I haven't really been able to make it into the gym, so to speak. I have been trying to do some of that weight exercise, but I'm finding that moving people around tends to be a really good exercise. So I kind of need to get that back into my present planning, but we will work on that, of course, moving forward. The one thing that I've noticed with the training that I believe when I started to decide to say, okay, enough was enough, I was up around 260. I was not happy with the amount of air I had. I was not happy with the amount of fat I had on my body. The other thing with that too was the fact that COVID seemed to be picking off fat people with diabetes, low vitamin D, from the people that I was listening to, and I don't want to get into a debate. So regardless, that's what they were saying. So I decided, well, okay, enough is enough. Let's get this weight off, and I'm down to my lowest weight recently. I think it was 235 or 236. I'm thinking it was more 236. This morning I weighed in at around 238, so I'm still consistent with that 236. And I'm very, very happy that I broke the 240. Now I've got to break the 230 and get down into the 220s. And then, of course, my next goal from that, and I think maybe by, if I got to lose 5 pounds, it's probably going to be, I don't know, mid-December, near the end of December, before I like to lose that weight, depending on how things go. I have noticed that the Whoop band is helping a lot. Again, tracking HRV, heart rate variable, so the amount of milliseconds between each heartbeat. I've noticed that the bike ride and the jiu-jitsu is getting my HRV up quite higher than what it was before. My resting heart rate is much lower than it ever used to be. I do post that every once in a while if you're looking on the site, or you're looking on my Instagram page. We are starting to get a little more active with the web page, but not active enough. Jeannie likes to check my spelling and my grammar before I post something, because my spelling, my grammar is horrible, to say the least. So I've got a couple blogs that need to go up that need the spelling checked. But it's, again, everybody's busy. We're training all the time. Our jiu-jitsu academy is basically designated partners, so the same partner every time, and that's how we're rolling. I was able to purchase a couple mats for the house, and we had a roll yesterday with a couple of the guys from the academy, but these were guys that we were all kind of designated partners, so there was no real risk there. Everybody is concentrating and being really mindful what they're up to, and we don't have a real big scare going on in Grand Prairie. But the cycling I did today, when I got off the bike, my legs were quite wore out. They're actually, to be quite honest, right now they're still quite wore out. And that's good. That's what I was looking for. And my heart rate got up quite a bit. I was looking for that as well. It was a much more of a short blast, cardio up and down with the heart sort of workout today than the last few workouts have been. The other beneficiary part of that is working my legs with lower oxygen. Okay, so one of my goals has been to keep my legs working and keep my body being able to go on lower amounts of oxygen. And as I lose the weight and as I get myself into cardio better shape, I'm finding that that's becoming much more of a reachable goal to have kind of quicker response. And even though the heart response is delayed, I've noticed that it is slowly but surely, it seems to be getting better. And a couple of my rolling partners have mentioned that as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. Jeannie's my designated training partner, as I kind of said before. So we'll be doing some technical training this afternoon, I'm using a lot of body weight and kettlebell sorts of exercises to improve my movement in that for jiu-jitsu, and of course for my regular my regular body fitness and my regular fitness. So that's been really progressing well. And I think the two big factors I'm looking at here is my HRV and my average regular heartbeat. And I've had days where my heartbeat has gotten quite low. I've kept my team informed of everything that's going on, of course, my weight loss and everything else. So they're going to do another, like I said, in February, we're going to do another check, and I'll have that stress echo. I have, for the most part as well, gotten all my Christmas presents done. It's easy when everybody in your house does the same thing. And, I've got a really clean bill of health. I'm working really, really hard on the sidelines. I'm working hard at jiu-jitsu, and I'm working hard after jiu-jitsu. I'm eating very well. I am really trying to get myself into a spot where I'm in really, really good shape. I'm really, really healthy, and that's that's what I'm working for. So I just wanted to give a quick update. We are going to be having like I said, a few people on the podcast coming up, some more guests. And, when I'm doing these things and I'm working like this and everything else, it's very difficult. And there are days when, I don't want to get on the bike, or there's days where, say, I don't want to be doing, I forget what those things are called. Anyway, doesn't matter. All sorts of some of those jiu-jitsu exercises that are really, really quite tough, but I feel way better. I feel very strong. I'm feeling much more athletic, and I'm certainly less tired. I have more energy and that sort of thing. So, if you're thinking about getting something started, now's the time. It doesn't matter how old you are, and it doesn't, just start with something simple and get going. I know you hear that all the time, but I'm living proof of it. So, it's just something that'll really, really help you now and in the future. So, okay, that's, like I said, it was just a real quick little update here, and I hope everybody's doing very, very well, and have a great day. Okay, we'll talk to everybody very, very soon, and thank you for listening as always. Take care. God bless.